Hello, everybody. It is Mezaturi. Here we are with episode 25 of BeamNG Drive Career Mode with the RLS Career Overhaul mod. Of course, last time we got ourselves our Scintilla here, this beautiful, beautiful Steve, as I call it. And, yeah, I wanted to do some driving, to be honest with it. I mean, that's part of what BeamNG is, it's driving, but this vehicle is an absolute beast. We got a little bit of scrapage there. I'm not sure what that may have been. Everything seems fine. Our little spoiler seems a little bit unhappy, but not bad. I do just love the headlights and the beam pattern that it gives us with those. Of course, now we can shut them down. I am trying out some different recording settings for this episode, so I, of course, will review, and if it's no good, we'll change it afterwards. That is going to get a little bit annoying. Let's go ahead and just quickly see if we can get that tidied up. Not interested in listening to that necessarily. So we go over here. It wants us to repair. We'll do $468 just for that little part. And it comes $518 that way. And then we'll retrieve again. Takes just a second. There we go. All right. Of course, we want it in sport mode. So we're gonna head over to the racetrack and we'll set down a couple of laps. See what I get for times there. Well, let's go to course, because that gives us a little downforce, right? There's our drift mode. Our drift mode completely lifts the whole wing. That's very interesting. There's the ESCTC off. So sport. There we go. So you get a little bit more downforce to the rear there. It does actually work that way as far as I can tell. Go ahead and put it in regular drive mode. We'll go back to sport. I don't want it to be quite like that. I want to warm up the car nicely before we get to the track here, but that's okay. But howdy, do I forget how much this thing corners. So we're up to 58 miles on the odometer there. I know it's a little bit hard to see. Apparently I was speeding there. What was I doing, like 45? That better? Oh boy, I'm scared because in this section I really do not want them to come by and wreck me out here. Oh geez. Haha. I'm gonna get back over here so it's a little more open. And I will go this way so we can kind of hide from them a little bit. We'll get that away. Yeah, this car is pretty easy to speed in. I mean, all I have to do is just barely touch the throttle and yeah, away it goes. Yeah, you can see my controller, the trigger for the brakes is very touchy. And flashes a little bit, so that's where my cruise control's not working. And there we go. We got rid of them. Now we can head on over to the track here. And we'll make sure, of course, when we get to the track to set down some really good lap times. Van, you are being goofy, aren't you? I suppose I'm goofy too. I would just think they would go up and down the stalls kind of a deal, but yeah, it's okay. Just stage up normally here. We'll do a little lap. And we'll see how well I could do on this one. Get us a little bit of money potentially here. Gotta remember that rear end gets very happy. You gotta wait for those tires to warm up just a little bit more. Won't take too much. Very nice on the throttle there. We kind of keep her a little slow, but I don't think that was too necessary. We just get right on it there. A little bit squirrely in the rear, but very light bit. Tires are going to cool a little bit on the straight, but they'll warm right back up when we get down to this hill here. You can hear the chassis just bottoming out a little bit there at the bottom of that hill. This thing is an absolute rocket ship, though, that is for sure. So we made 13,000 on that lap, setting a slightly better record. Seems I'm doing a little bit better here. Tires are definitely getting really toasty now. They should cool down a good little bit for us on the straight. There we go. So get some air through everything. That'll really help cool it down. Brakes are the hotter part, so that's heating up the tires, of course. They're gonna get very toasty here again. Definitely a lot later on the brakes, so that really does work good. Rear tires are getting very warm already, but we should have another good chunk of money to do this lap really quick, and then we'll take one around the short course. Hold it together a little bit. We'll stick to the left side so we can get a nice turn in here. Not used to the braking zones for this section, but that's okay. Might be a few too many of these, but I understand the reasoning of why they're where they're at. Tires are quite toasty, so I gotta be careful here. I'm already kind of drifting that corner. Go. We made 10K right there. Brakes went a little bit soft. I'm not sure what that's about because they are carbon ceramic, so it shouldn't provide us any issue there. Very nice exit down through that. Our tires are very toasty, so we're gonna have to call it there, but that was another 11,554. So we made a good little bit of money, and I mean, just sitting here for a little while will really do that. You're gonna want to skip around this guy. Take her nice and slow, because we're going to go ahead and head towards the drag strip. I'm going to take it calm here and try and let the car and everything else cool down pretty good. Head and put it in park. And let's see here. So if we were going into that, yeah, we're up to 145,000 pretty much. So that's a pretty good chunk of change. Nothing else here. I want to look at the logbook. So history, financial history, or rewards history. There we go. So yeah, we made $939 just from running the police there. And then we made another 13, almost 14,000, 5,000. So that's close to 20. So we made almost 40,000 total today. Is pretty good. And BeamNG unit, unknown unit type or no type specified. So I think maybe they could specify that type, but that's okay. And financial history, of course, we can see that stuff as well. Daily driver insurance came out. It only cost us $888. So it is getting a lot cheaper. That's very good. Walking mode info. Doesn't seem to really open up a different tab, does it? That's okay. Oh, it seems to have broken it. Uh-oh. Go ahead and refresh our UI. That should take care of that. And I can still shift gears and everything, so we're good there. Go ahead and get across and... Getting some air through everything. Tires are very hot. I would like them to cool down a little bit more before doing another drag race. And they are slowly cooling down, but the big thing is the brakes there. So might have to add some brake cooling to the car here. Seems like by default the car likes to kind of rotate the rear end. Yeah. So that's very interesting. I just noticed color changes when I get out because of how the reflections get rendered. Yeah. We're gonna have to go in here, tuning, and we're gonna churn up these brake ducts probably 20%, and we'll do 18%. So that should help to keep the tires a little bit cooler. I don't have any live values, only live updates for these. We're gonna drop our rear tire pressure though, because I think once we get to it actually being very, very hot, it gets too high and that's causing us to lose some of that. So we'll do that. That should help just a little bit. Make the car a little bit quicker and everything. See if that raises our temp up at all really good for us or not, just doing that, but I don't think it will. See if we can set another good time though. They're just starting to cool down. There we go. Very good launch there. Very good timing on the reaction. So we go to a 9.2, which is still not the best for this kind of car. So I'm wondering if I can get it to be a little bit quicker there. I am cruising a little bit through here. Got a cop right there. Well, there is no speed limit on this section now, so that's better at least. Let's see what we can do to the car here. I don't remember what all we have for options. I do want to definitely make it faster. Repairing and tuning is it. Okay. We'll go ahead. We're going to just take this straight on over to the commercial garage. It's right next door. Really quick and easy to just do that. Could have drove it over, but don't need to drag out the episode with that, right? So as far as tuning, I'm not sure. Excuse me, sorry about that. I am not sure there's anything more that I really can do. We do have a lot of tow going on front and rear. Of course, if I had live values, I could actually set that good. But that'll be okay. Let's see what we have for parts on the engine, though. So rear subframe engine. So I got the L1 V50. We can do the ST long block. That would get us probably a little bit more power. It is 9,500, but well, 10,200 at the end of it. Let's actually, before we purchase that, let's see what else we can do. So we got the 665, Lesso X, and we got the ST ECU 750. Now, I don't know if it's actually faster or not, but it is $25,000. So that brings a total of $36,000. This is a very expensive car. I know that. We're going to do some ultra heavy duty engine mounts. Help that out. We only have a supercharger and all that standard goodness. Nothing crazy there. 8-speed dual clutch. Yeah, that's a standard. Differentials, everything else seems pretty good. I don't know what else I can really do to it. I could add a skid plate, but that's pointless. A tow hitch, well, that would be just hilarious to tow a trailer with this thing. Because the trailer would have no choice but to hang on like it's holding on by a rope. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the driver's seat, we could do a racing seat base. Do some racing seats in here. Seat color, we're gonna go with actually leave the gray. I think it's gonna slowly kind of sink in. Slowly get into being more of a actual gray car, you know, gray and black, something like that. So we're gonna spend all of our earnings, and for some reason making the purchase caused an accident. Okay, I guess. And I'm wondering if we can customize this to have paint, how much? Yeah, it's supposed to apply paint when repairing. So we're paying for it and it's not applying it. So that could be a small issue as well. Not sure, unless it's just to this vehicle, but then again, we look at our rear bumper. That never got applied. I'm not sure. That may be another small issue, but we should have more power now, theoretically. So you have a better block. Yeah, that seems faster. I mean, it's very hard to tell. Is there anything in here that can give me a rough power estimate for a mode? And I don't think so. Yeah, we get a range, mileage, all that kind of good stuff in the drift mode, which should be also in that other mode there. But really, we don't get too much else. Yeah, we're faster, I want to say. Let's go do another drag. We'll try to get some heat in these tires first. Turn off our ESC, and we'll do some donuts, why not? Not a great idea with a car staring at me, though, because I do not need that kind of damage happening. Getting to nighttime, we'll turn on our headlights. There we go. Got a good little bit of heat. It looks like the inside of the tire, some camber might be too aggressive. I mean, this is a modded deal and everything here, so it's fully custom. We're gonna take the 400 tree here. Wish me good luck, right? Went too far. I don't know why my brain just blanked out. It's seen lights and, oh yeah, I gotta stop here. Oh yeah, that lift right there, the launch is insane. That is a lot faster now. Yeah, we're down into the 8 seconds and not even just a little bit. Like we went down to basically an 8.9. So we dropped 0.2 of a second, like almost a quarter second off of that. We're up to 151 there. It's very good. And we do have our ESC off, so that possibly could have helped. We got an accident forgiveness. That's very good. Yeah, these high beams are a little bit insane, but they're very nice to have, because if we do some racing around the track really quick in the nighttime, won't feel so worried. I want to be over here. Head to the line. Okay, and then we will line up here. Not for that. Got just a little bit too close there. And we should be able to creep forward a little bit. There we go. So if we beat the 145, which we will, we'll get another 14,000. So we can make our money back just by doing this again. A little bit of ESC to help us, traction control, I guess. We do have the ESC on. I'm gonna need to go here to get that off. So I want to be able to rotate the car a little bit. Holy cow, I can feel a massive difference. Almost feels like the first time I drove it, I really didn't know the car too well, and kind of have to learn it a little bit again here. Oh yeah. Still probably beat our time here though. We're approaching 200 miles an hour. That's insane. Well, same braking point, 300 mark right there. And we're still okay. Okay, that's good. Getting a little bit of heat into the rear tires for sure, but our brakes are handling a lot better on their temperature, it seems. We are also pushing the car harder. We're using the brakes harder. This is insanely fast compared to the otherwise. So yeah, I guess the money was worth it. So we get a new time. We cut down literally a second, 144.28 from a 145.28. Now that's a very good change right there. Could possibly remove another second here if I can keep the car under control and do another great lap. Really roll soft onto that throttle now. On the braking, I can hammer on it. That's okay. The ABS does help. Let's do a little drift there, apparently. See if this heat can go away now with some airflow. Brakes are still getting quite warm, though. I have to give more airflow. Right at the 300 mark. Why do you just want to let out now? Weren't given that issue before. And that was with the air pressure being lowered and everything, so I'm not sure what that might be. Guess the rear tires are getting that much warmer already, that'd be why. $140. Why does it say our new time versus our old? I thought our last time was a 142. Now it's saying it was a 140? Is that really the case? That is insane either way. I mean, really. Go back into drive mode. We're going to have to give a lot more air to these brakes here, I think. Don't want to cool them too much because it will start to cool our tires a lot. Yeah, we get too much rear camber. I think we get too much overall. Because when I get even just sitting here, I'm quite on the inside of the tires there. And churning really does not seem to push them down far enough, in my opinion. So I'm going to try reducing that a little bit in here. I'm going to lose our light once I do that, though. Let's take a look at tuning. Front cooling ducts, let's go all the way up to 40%, and we'll do 34 for the rear. I think that sounds pretty good. Front and rear, yeah, so our coast lock rate is not on, which I would like to have like 6% coast lock in the rear. Our front, maybe 1%. It just helps to kind of tie the wheels together just a hair to help keep it straight. The coast lock being in the rear might cause it to go a little bit more nuts, but I can't say that for sure. So we're going to just go ahead and bump our camber up to 37. We're going to go 10% in the front and probably go 15% in the rear. Oh, yeah, we'll do 15% in the rear. Our rear tire offset, we're just going to go touch on that just to try to help it. Of course, now that we've applied it, we've lost all of our light. We got basically a black screen. That's okay. can hear the headlights click. The car was off at least. And that beam pattern right there on the wall looks very nice. I just can't get over that. Very simple mod. Does impact performance a little bit. Yeah, we're definitely sitting a little better. Were you just about to hit me there, Van? That would have been very, very, very bad for you. Trying to see if I can put some heat into the brakes a little bit here. The other thing with the coast lock is that I'm under partial throttle. Kind of helps to keep that tied a little bit. Because if I'm right, the way it would essentially work is the rear end would it like based on the throttle locks less and less with less throttle. If I'm right on that, I don't think that it would just be a touch of throttle and you're instantly, you know, at your percentage. But I could be wrong. So let's go ahead, get it out of that mode. We'll go into course mode again. And we'll see about setting up another good time here. There we go. So target time of 150 gets us 2,000, but you know, I'm getting down into the almost sub-minute categories, I would imagine. Well, for the alternate route, I should say. For the standards, I'm definitely down into the low 140s and getting lower than that now, probably too. We'll see here. ESC, or the traction control, which other one it was. I saw something flashing there. There we go. We got heat in our tires already. Very nice. The rear end does feel different. I won't say if it's good or bad yet, but it definitely feels different. Yeah, I like that because I really got out on the throttle and it just held very nicely. Oh yeah, even when it did slide a little there, it just stayed. That camber adjustment really helped out. Ooh, just about went too wide there. Keep a little bit of throttle. Nope, that happened again. Ooh. That's no good. Ah, man, I keep pushing that a little too much. It is nighttime, but it's going on day very soon, so we're going to have to go back to the garage and see if we can repair this thing up a little bit. Yeah, let's see what we can figure. How much is it going to be? I have an accident forgiveness, 10 more vouchers, which I can always grind for more of those pretty much. You know, just go and do some missions. And yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this thing's good? Do you think it needs more? I mean, I think it does need more, but I think as it stands, it is very nice. Like, it looks like on the tire mod, most of the weight sits in the center once we're cornering of the outside tires, which is ideal. I wish I could get another setting to really help with like Ackerman steering and stuff like that with the car. Especially being an all-wheel drive car, that would really help because the front wheel on the inside would churn less than the outside, if I remember correctly. But they churn at different amounts, and that would help pull me through the corner better. Yeah, I don't know about any other tuning options here. So I ran into that, and it did apply the paint to everything except for the rear bumper again. Which I'm not understanding that fully. It looks like our rear cooling ducts, though, were just a hair too much open. So we're going to go 32, and we're going to take this to 42. And I think that's where it's going to be perfect. Our brake bias seems pretty good. Everything else through here seems very nice. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a nudge to the rear here, just to help pull that up so that way when we do accelerate, we don't sink so hard in the rear, and try to keep the car a little bit more close to level. Other than that, I think this thing is pretty good, unless I could get some live value tuning, but again, they don't have that in the career mode. It's only for free roam. I mean, it would be nice if I could say take it to an alignment shop. Like, that would be the deal. An alignment shop to where I could set it up onto something and get the live values out of it that way. That would be epically awesome. So we're going to go ahead. Hit 100 miles an hour down here. That would be a really big ticket, though, in real life especially, but even in here, it'd still be a massive ticket. Go ahead. Yeah, she gets a little bit squirrely yet, but not as bad, really. We are in sport, though, so ESC is on. Here we go, so we have ESC off now. But we are really eating through the fuel. I mean, I know this car has a small tank, but still. Even there, the rear end was a little bit loose, but it was still feeling very predictable, whereas before, once it got, the only thing I predicted was spinning. And I mean, obviously, don't have a racing wheel or anything like that. I'm just on a controller. Yet still, it just does very well here. How's our brake temp doing? It looks like it's doing very well, so that's good. We are a little lighter now, too, because we have less fuel. Of course, we're going to be partially into that again. Kind of an annoying spot, but I get it. It's okay. There we go. Very nice through that corner. Could have went a little bit harder. Yep, once I hit the throttle, it really opened up and that tire got hot. But our brakes are still looking very good. And the straight will be really where we cool them down the most, so. Let's see how they hold up there. Be a little bit more careful here. Just gonna get on the throttle even though I'm sliding and starving the engine of oil apparently. Our brakes are definitely cooling down nicely. A little bit early on the braking again there. That's definitely improved. I guess more tire contact, a little less pressure in the rear, so it's holding together better. A little bit too fast, uh-oh. Come on, car, behave with me here. There's a big old hole right there. I did not know that for sure there. Steering still feels fine, so we should be okay. Just gonna try to get a good exit here. Not too bad, a little loose in the rear. Tires are still getting a little bit warm, but not nearly as bad as they were. Braking a little bit later. Some light throttle, and there we go, we take off. There we go. Oh yeah, it just snapped straight once I got onto it. That's awesome. Tires are very nice and toasty though. See, I'll stick more to the left here. Probably cut us a little bit more time because this corner is pretty soft. It's not sharp. Touch gravel there. Oh yeah, braking at that marker. We could just brake a hair bit later. Well, come on, car. It just did not want to do anything to save me there. Those rear tires and brakes are still getting very hot, so I'm not sure. I think that's what we'll do here. We'll just leave that. We'll go ahead, turn around, and get some fuel for this. And from there, we'll just do something different. I'll have to think about it on the drive for sure. Definitely look at taking the off-road truck out for a little bit. We got to be extra slow through here because there are spots that pop tires, and I would not like that. You're speeding. Very, very easy to speed. I mean, oh yeah, let's get some fuel. I forgot about that much. It's right here anyway, so it's very nice and easy. And it is cheap today, apparently, down to $4.35 for beam bucks and 35 beam cents. I don't know if that's what I should really call it, but that seems to work. All right, there we go. So we pay that. Which it's weird that there's not a dedicated button, but just hitting the menu button seems to work. All right, so tires still getting toasty. We're just gonna go ahead and open up those guys pretty good. Looks like it wants us to repair those. So actually, well, not there. I'm gonna use the 0% for something a little bit cheaper on our pockets, but that's not bad. We're almost back to where we started there. And maybe let's go try out. Well, first we'll take a look at parts wise with this guy, which is a diesel. Wondering mostly about the exhaust there, if I can do something to kind of quiet it a little bit, just because of the sake that it is very heavy with that. It has stock. Wow. Diesel exhaust layout. That's crazy. It's stock exhaust though. Adjustable length stacks. I would probably make them really silly if I wanted to. So, oh. Radiator support, what kind of radiator? We're running just a regular heavy duty. Isn't there a heavy duty large radiator? Yeah, I think that might do a little bit better. Just want to make sure to keep the truck cool. Other than that, I don't think there's much for parts that I need to do. Tuning wise, everything seems pretty good. Yeah, we can move these backwards and forwards is what we can do. Okay. Which, I mean, they sit pretty much in the perfect location anyway. So we're just going to leave that. Tire pressures and offsets and everything seem fine. So everything's fine there. We're going to go ahead and test this thing out. It is, of course, in a standard blue color, which I think is pretty good. Oh, we almost had it started. Yeah, this is a trickier motor to get started. Can't just let off of it as soon as it starts popping over. You actually got to keep holding it yet. You do have the annoying beeper, so... not too bad sounding though, in all honesty. It seems very nice that way. Trailer delivery, so we can do gooseneck and hitch style. We cannot do these flatbed trailers. I just want to try something out though. I don't need anything too insane. Do want to find something though that'll at least give us some money. Pretty good. So let's see, 2517 to take the enclosed armchairs over into the city. We'll go ahead and do that. Kind of see how this thing feels to tow and everything. Make sure that it's good. It does have a lockable rear diff, so I don't have to worry about going up extremely steep off-road hills. Of course, the suspension on this thing I don't think is going to get touched at all by this with the armchairs in here. Oh boy, interior is... Wow, that like tickles my ears because of the frequency and everything. That is very loud. Yeah, cutting in front of you. Definitely is a bit slow. You're only making about 15 pounds of boost, I'd say, so... 14.5, it looks like. Let's do a light burnout there. It isn't exactly slow, though, either. It seems to have a lot of torque, though, that's for sure. Handling pretty well. Went a little bit quick there. Brakes are very good. Should be for heavy duty brakes though. You telling me you had a green light there? Just about tapped the rear end of that guy there. Took off his bumper or something like that, right? That's okay. Cruise on up the hill here. But it is very loud in that cabin. I'll have to see if there's something I could do. Kind of calm that at some point, maybe. It does seem to have a lot of torque, just not horsepower. So that's good, I guess. And it should handle pretty well. Alright, where are you going? You could have turned right, you fool. Silly, silly cops, man. Most of the AI, though, really. I don't know if that's for me, because I do speed a little bit, I will admit. Let's see. Relationship with shuffleboard logistics is the big thing I'm curious about. Gets us to 117. Okay, not much at all. The higher the relationship, the better we make up money. So we'll see if we can get a return trailer somewhere, maybe. Oh, and they had to put in the semi-horn. That's great. I'm happy about that. Let's probably head down to the dock area there. Go. We'll set our cruise control at 40, hopefully. Just a little bit slow in this area, it seems. The tires are warming up a good little bit. That's good. See if we can get something for a trailer to take back to either location, to be honest. This has got to go to hot roll. That would give us 3,100, which, I mean, honestly, this kind of money is pennies now, but still want to see shuffleboard logistics here, which is 920. I can't imagine there being anything for... No. So shuffleboard logistics, we'll go ahead and take that back. It's a 400 kilogram crate here. No, that's rent-a-box, I'm sorry. That's 800 kilograms on a small flatbed. That's better. So that actually gets us a little bit of weight. Go ahead and grab that. We'll take that on back. There we go. Oh yeah, this thing's got some good torque. It's just got no problems handling that. The trailer doesn't like the weights much. It told me to go straight, I could have sworn, but just have to take a left up here. Got a green light here. It's a very nice truck here, honestly, just as it is. Could definitely do some more power, but it's still handling this up the hill pretty alright. Probably will want to, though, on the sake of the, yeah, if we do goosenecks trailers with, like, another bus, for example, this thing would not handle that at all. Got a green light, perfect. Just lets me go right on through. There's a car there. Well, other than the bumper, it didn't do much. I mean, it really made my truck bounce. I'm sorry there. That probably hurt a little bit. Looks like my steering got touched to the left, but that's about the worst that happened. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. I'm sorry. I've got a delivery to complete first. You two out of my way. Pretty tough truck, pretty quick. We'll go ahead and have some fun with the truck. We'll get away from them guys. It's not exactly going to be a speed demon of a truck, but it should get us pretty good there. Let's turn on those beautiful fog lights we got too. At least the one of them that does work for sure. I don't think you're coming through, are you? Oh, you are. No, kinda. You got to the end of the road and then you don't know how to cross that, so it's okay. I can figure that bit out. Oh boy. What do we got here? No, both of our fog lights do work and everything, so this is much head late as we get. So we're gonna hope that I can make it here. It seems like they're not coming. Cars won't spawn on the racetrack. That's my little cheatsy move here. That's as much as I can zoom out. So I can keep my eyes out for any more here. I'll probably just sit here, let this finish, just kind of crawl along. And we should make a little bit. Should cover our repairs pretty close. And 1,300, not bad. I got a little bit of front end damage, but really it doesn't seem like it's that bad. And we'll see if it wants us to repair it or if it's going to give us the freeness of that and not have us repair. Headlights there. Not on. Very nice truck, though. It's pretty quick, considering. Handles very nicely. Seems to do hauling pretty well. So, yeah. I don't know if there's any upgrades that I should really do to it, honestly. I almost think about leaving it as it is. Probably be the only car that I have stock. We'll go ahead. We'll turn this in here. That's my new sensor, I guess, huh? Okay. There we go. Yeah, it does want us to repair. Choose this option because it still is 0%. So yeah, right now we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19 vehicles in here. So we got 10 more than you'd normally get stock, and that gives me some good options and ideas here. Let's take our little old Scintilla. We'll try taking it over to the pawn again, so to speak, at the movie theater studios. Might as well make some free money out of it, you know? It's a very nice car to drive, but it's even better for making free money. You gotta make all those different racing movies. I don't know what they're gonna title them, but... Oh, wrong way. And I'm also not in course mode. You just about running into me. It would have been very expensive for insurance. That's probably the next thing, too, is some sort of detection system to know if it was your fault or not for accidents. It'd be very nice, because then, you know, the other insurance could help pay for yours, and you get a roll and kind of a luck chance thing. And some people don't have insurance or have really poor insurance, and others maybe have great insurance, so that'd be pretty cool. It's kind of fun watching the headlights there bouncing around, because it's really actually realistic, because it just doesn't feel as dynamic with the regular headlights because of how they are. But in a car like this, yeah, you would have projector headlights. Now we can really cruise nice and chill, take it easy, drop this off, and it's probably where I'll end the episode there. The gearing's pretty well nice and set, because honestly I get a little bit more fuel mileage now. If it ships down right about 60, that's pretty good gearing too. I wonder if they would take our T-Series here. Maybe I should go grab that quick, too. Let's see. It's always the same building, it seems. So maybe we could rent our T-Series as well. We're going to make 42,000 here, so it's a little bit of a decent amount of money there. And now we're in pitch black again. Get out our little flashlight. We're going to go ahead and take a taxi back to, let's see, commercial garage. Honestly, the Velasco City garage, I feel like, is a little bit closer. At least easier. Let's go ahead and see if we can do multiple, because that would be pretty awesome. Because then that could be a plan moving forward, you know, seeing how many we can get in there. And yeah, so the T-Series is the only other vehicle, though, that I do have that's worth that much. The BX Series is pretty close, but not quite there yet. So we'll go ahead and take this on out. Just going a little over on our time, but I think we'll be okay. You can see my light traveling over there. We'll be all right. Get our fog lights going there. Absolute insane ones. Let's see. Traffic. Yeah, we got a little bit, but we'll just boogie. Oh yeah, I'm driving a semi-truck. I can't turn that early. And like I did say, I did put some race parts in for the motor, so this thing really does go quick. So if we have a chance, we'll go ahead and try that out on the highway here. Yeah, as you can see, we're just skyrocketing. We are a little downhill, though, I will admit, but also got the gearing and everything set a lot better, so there's 100 miles an hour pretty much right there. Brakes are still really sensitive, though. Gonna want to slow her down, though. Well, dude, you were in the other turn lane, weren't you? I'm so sorry. Hopefully does not seem to have damaged anything on my truck. I do also have the third axle set up there to be dropped, so if I have something extremely heavy and my rear suspension is kind of bottoming out, then I can at least put that down to hell. Because I did have some heavier loads that were pushing that a little hard back there. Get her on up to 60 here. Won't take much. A little bit of understeer. Oh yeah. Definitely not a sports truck. It still handles very decently considering, in my opinion. Not having a long front really does help it. So take this nice and easy here. We'll see if they'll take my truck as well. They will, and to a different building for 3 hours, 17,000. So we'll make a good 60,000 here. That's gonna be nice. Oh no. Well, I guess I wouldn't care about damage. I mean, maybe it's part of the movie. Ooh, I got a rentals error. Uh-oh. Now, of course, this is a older version there, but it looks like it gave it to me. It could be because of the third axle system in there. I know there was something mentioned about that being a potential issue. I'm not too sure. Either way, guys, let's go ahead and take us back on over to the commercial garage this time. And we'll get ourselves just a little bit of light here. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the like button. If you did not, but you made it to the end, you can hit the dislike button, or you can go down to the comments or my Discord and let me know what you did not like. If you have any improvements, if you have any topics, ideas, suggestions, comments, opinions, or improvement ideas, go ahead and leave them down in the comments or in my Discord. Botch that up a little bit. Otherwise, guys, take care. Bye-bye.